Hi, welcome to my second video. I apologize for taking so long to get it up. I have had quite the learning curve using OBS Studios. I still haven't quite figured out how to make fancy videos yet, but it's a learning process, so hopefully I will get better and better as I go along. Today, for my second video, I would like to talk about what your first number one step is to uh, get yourself free from worry, free from stress, free from feeling like everything is just um, going bad very quickly. The free from anxiety. The number one step that you need to do is to take your blinders off. Uh, by taking your blinders off, I mean people walk around day to day with these blinders on and they can't see out of the corners of their eyes. By that, saying that they're so busy in their day to day life and so busy doing their jobs, taking care of the family, uh, taking care of the bills, what's the latest gadget that they can buy, what's the best car that they can buy, uh, and so on and so forth, that they get caught up in the day to day muck and mire and don't have the opportunity or the time to look out. And that's fine. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with that. I was one of those people. Um, Unfortunately, that does nothing for you for spiritual growth. If you want to grow spiritually and you want to know what's really going on, then you need to take your blinders off and you need to start asking questions. You can't take anything for granted. That's the biggest problem, is that we don't ask questions. We don't say, hey, you know what, this doesn't sound logical. Take, for example, in science class, I learned that the Earth is absolutely a round ball and that at the center is a molten nickel core that causes the Earth to rotate, and that gravity sticks us to the planet like glue. Well, my question is, okay, how do you know the core is a molten nickel core? Because anybody has never been able to dig to drill a hole down more than 7 kilometers, and that didn't even pierce the crust. So, how can you tell me that you know that the mantle is there and the solid or the molten nickel core if you've never been able to drill down that far to find out for sure? Also, there are lab studies that show that gravity actually pushes, it doesn't pull. So, these are questions that we need to start raising. They are trying to teach us scientific theory as fact, and that is giving us a skewed perception of reality. We plus, we are all guilty of cognitive dissonance. So, we are of the firm belief that if it was something that was taught to us as a child, that's absolutely the truth, and there's nothing else in between. When the fact of the matter is that there is so much more to creation than we will ever know, and um, I will be the first to admit that although I am what I believe to be awake, and I believe myself to be a star seed, um, there is, the more I learn, the more awake I become, the more I realize that I don't know jack, because it's just a tip of the iceberg. And my goal here on this channel is for anyone else who is seeking, who realizes that things are kind of askew, that I hope to help them find the steps on how to do their own soul searching, because every soul needs to travel its own path and do its own soul searching and find the truth their own way. One of my favorite quotes of all time in any movie is the one from The Matrix. And if you haven't watched the Matrix trilogy, I really recommend it, because uh, there's a lot of stuff true in there about the matrix that we live in, okay? But in any case, Morpheus tells Neo that he's searching because he knows that there is something wrong with his existence. He doesn't know what it is. It's like a splinter in the mind that's festering. And that is exactly why you're here watching this. If you are someone who is seeking and you know that there's something wrong, but you don't quite know how it is, then stick with me on my channel, subscribe, and through my videos, I will give you the blue pill and you can see how far the rabbit hole goes. If you don't want to do this, excuse me, I'm sorry. If you think I'm full of malarkey, then by all means don't watch my channel. That's okay. I don't care. I'm at the point in my life now where I feel totally free and I don't care what people think of me, and I don't care about silly things like politics, which is nothing more than a dog and pony show. I don't subscribe to any religion, and one of my next videos will be about that, about getting out of religion. I have researched lots of conspiracy theories. So I am a seeker, just like so many other people out there that are starting to wake up. And my goal is to share those experiences and to help others along the way who are also seeking. That is my goal. I believe that I am a starseed light bringer, and I am continually working on receiving divine light and divine love from the Creator. And with the help of my guides and my higher self, share that out to everyone around me so that they too can find their own path and seek their own truths. So with that being said, number one thing to get out of the matrix, to start turning your life around, the very first step, take your blinders off. Start questioning everything. Don't trust your governments. Don't trust your religions. Don't trust the dog and pony shows that Hollywood gives you or that politics gives you. Trust your own inner voice. That inner voice comes from your higher self, and that is never wrong. Okay, so until next time, love and peace to you, and good luck with your seeking. Thanks.